Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our horizontal planners for the next week in August, first week of September. And I've got some washi tapes here ready to go, as well as this highlighter that I'll use and the sticker books which I'll pull from. And this is the last week of the August Plannable Challenge, and this week's theme is two-toned. So if you'd like to participate, go ahead and post your spreads up on Instagram using the hashtag PlannableAugust2022. We'd love to see what you come up with. Alrighty, you guys, I got some fresh wax paper to lay down this week and also some fresh tape, so we should be good to go here. I'm gonna be pulling mainly from the oldest farmhouse sticker book and this color story sticker book. Not exactly sure which one it is, but they will both be in the description below and links to them as well, so you can easily find them on your own if you are interested in these sticker books. But those are going to be the main two. I've pulled a couple of other sticker books that may or may not coordinate with this theme, so we will see, but I did do a little pre-planning out of that color story sticker book just to see what I might be able to pull in here to create this two-toned theme. As you can see, I've got a really large box sticker there on the outer edge, and that will be for those to-dos I have during the week that don't necessarily need to go on a specific day. So I'll have that going. I may or may not even use it for my social media planning, depending on how many to-dos I feel the need to track for the week. So if I don't think I'm going to have that much undated stuff to do next week, I will use it for my social media. If not, then I may or may not bring in another half sheet for social media this week. We'll see. I really wanted to do enough decor here on this spread to make it fun and interesting to look at. And a lot of the decor here is pretty large that I pulled. So if it doesn't work out for me to have space for my social media aspects of things, I will just do another half sheet, which was a suggestion by one of my subscribers, and I thought that was a good one. So we'll see how that all works out. So like I said, I have that really large box sticker there on the outer edge of the right page, and then I'm going to kind of balance it with that larger box at the bottom on the left that was out of that same color story sticker book. This was in like the lettering thematic section of the color story sticker book, so it's a lot about, you know, like the pen is mightier than the sword, and that kind of thing is the styling of that. You see a lot of hand lettering quotes in that particular area. And the colors in that spot of the book too have this green tone along with like a brighter green, which I thought kind of played nicely with the leaves on the, well, I guess they're eucalyptus leaves or whatever type of leaves these are that I'm grabbing from the farmhouse sticker book. And thought that those two colors, that almost black but not quite black and the green, are going to be my two tones for the week. So I'm working with that. I may bring in some more teal tones from, or teal green tones from the other books, but we'll see how much I need once I get more of the leaves on the spread. I really hadn't thought about placement yet when I started planning this out, so I really, worked it a little bit here in the beginning, just trying to figure out good placement for things and groupings of these leaves. These are some of my favorite designs for stickers that Happy Planner ever put out, so I was hoarding them for the longest time. They are like a watercolor leaf, and there was a clear version of all of those stickers, and then they have paper versions of those stickers as well. Paper stickers I find a lot harder to work with, especially when you're trying to cluster things together like leaves or florals or things like that. So These ones kind of sat on its own page in wait, waiting for me to finally tackle the whole paper leaves situation with these, leaves that I really love. I wanted them to be the star of the show, but again, they're a little bit tricky to work with, so it takes me a bit to just kind of highlight them the way I want to and really show them off, but also make something that looks pretty and beautiful in groupings. They really didn't work very well just on their own, one by one. They really feel like they needed to have groups of them together. So that's why it takes me a little bit longer here to figure out how to group them together so that they look natural and, attractive. I'm really trying to get a nice cluster here near the bottom. I'm going more for like a V shape as far as the decor. There will be other things spread around, but I'm focusing mainly on the top corners and then in the middle for balance. You're going to see a lot of emphasis of the leaves in those areas, and then I may have a few other little things scattered around and quotes and boxes and things, but the majority of the design is going to be focused in on those three areas for the most part. And so I grabbed another colorful box from the Year to Shine sticker book. It's a little bit hard to find the right shade of green. Even the one I grabbed from there is a little bit brighter and a little bit lighter than the majority of the tones from the leaves, but I think it works. I think the more of that shade of green that I use, the more it feels like it belongs on the spread. And so I'm also going to go ahead and pull some more of that slightly brighter, slightly lighter shade of green from the other sticker book I have there. I just totally blanked on the name. It'll be down in the description below. You'll be able to figure out which one it is. I don't know why I can't think of what the name of this sticker book is. Oh, I think it's called Happy Plans. Whew, that was rough. Okay, so the Happy Plans sticker book. And I'm also going to bring in a few little items from there as well. It has a nice dot pattern theme throughout a lot of the stickers. That's just a nice clean black dot, and I thought that matched really well with the black boxes, kind of brought in a little bit more of that deeper black tone, and I think that really works better than sticking with just the green. Even though the boxes aren't a real solid black, they're almost like a shade lighter than black, like a real soft black. I think that the dots, having a little bit of extra black there on the spread really helps keep that as a predominant color on the theme. And I'm trying to get some use out of all of those leaf stickers that I have there. So I have a bunch of little small clusters that I thought I might be able to sort of attach to this nice clear quote and make it have a little bit more of that leaf theme tied to it, kind of make it a little bit more interesting to look at. So like I said, I will be focusing kind of in those three areas, so I'm trying to add a bit more of the leaf pattern here in the top left so that it balances out with the rest of the spread. And I liked what I was doing there in the left corner, but it was a little bit too homogeneous. The leaves all looked too much the same, versus like at the bottom there's a nice mix of different styles of leaves and textures of leaves. So I switched out one of those for a different leaf style, and I'm trying to work it in at the bottom here too, just to have a little extra something down there. But I don't know, it looks a little awkward with the curvature of the branch there that I have, so we'll see if that lasts. And like I said, I wanted to bring a little bit more of that kind of brighter green and spread that around the spread. So I need to find a good home for a couple of these focus boxes in that shade. Again, I'm always kind of thinking about function. I say this like almost every week, but you know, I'm trying to figure out where I can put things where I can still put my checklists in every day. I can still put in my focus for the day and or my social media. We'll figure out how that's going to work this week. But yeah, so just want to make sure I have enough room for the essentials. It really defines where I place things on the spread. It makes me have maybe different choices than somebody else might have when they're building out their spreads. My choices are always really focused in on the functionality of my spread. That's also a reason why it takes me a bit longer to build my spreads. I don't just lay stickers down. I always am kind of working it out as I go. I did do a poll up on YouTube last week just asking how you guys prefer to see these videos. You liked to see edited videos as opposed to what I normally put up, which is the full front to back setup of all of the spreads, no cuts. And a majority of you guys really like the full amount. Basically the way I'm doing it now, where I don't cut anything out and show you all the struggles and how I work through it. So I'll probably keep doing that, but there's a few of you who, you know, said you would like to have a little bit more abbreviated, or maybe even cut out all the fluff together and just go right to the end result, the last part of the spread, which is like me laying down stickers. And I have an idea for you guys that like that form, if you are still watching this part of it. What I think I'll do is I'll start adding time codes in there for when I start moving the stickers off of the washi tape, or not washi tape, the wax paper, and then put that onto the page. So when I do that, you could just skip right to the end if you don't want to watch the full working out of things and just watch me lay down the stickers onto the paper. So hopefully that will kind of solve some of the frustration some people find watching the videos start to finish and feel like they get a little anxious watching the full setup. But I know a majority of you are here for it and you want to see the full struggle, you know, getting everything together and, you know, working things out and how I'm solving problems. So I'm happy about that, because that is just kind of how I work, and so it makes me more likely to be able to produce more videos more often, because I'll just do my normal routine and I don't have to do too much cutting. So that was good news for me, but also I understand that some people don't have time to watch full videos like that. So I want to give some solutions to my other followers who still like to see a good spread but maybe don't have the time to watch this from start to finish. That said, as I was kind of briefing you guys on that, I put in some washi tape. I tried different options and settled just on a little bit of watercolor washi tape that I had in my stash from the Homebody collection. Came out a long time ago from the Happy Planner. And then a little bit more of that dot pattern pulled out of some stickers from the Happy Plan sticker book, kind of using it like a washi tape. But that's it, just for a little extra texture. And now I'm going to go ahead and start moving over the pieces and fragments here onto the spread. I think I've got enough of the two colors there to really sell this two-toned idea and still have that functionality that I long for. And I just trimmed off that one box sticker because I cut it a little crooked, so I wanted to make sure that it was nice and clean up against the side of the day line there. Now I will move over a few of those other things that I had pulled in here, including my long box. And I just want to get the positioning right on this guy so that I have a lot more of the leaves showing. I don't have to cut too much off. I always like to save the trimmings. You never know when you might be able to pull those in. So I'll just put those on the sheet no matter how tiny. Sometimes if they're too tiny, I won't save them, but if there's any kind of meat to the sticker left over, I usually like to try to save it because you never know when it will come in handy. And now I am just trying to position this bottom leaf section, and I just totally forgot how it was centered on the page. So I keep trying to do it upside down, and like, no, I just can't figure out how I had it there before on the spread upside down, but it's easier to pull off upside down. So you'll see it's a little bit of a struggle for me to get these off of the wax paper, but I wanted to make sure it was where I wanted the stickers to be originally. So you can see how it didn't really come off that smooth because I was pulling it kind of away from myself, and it wasn't the right direction that it needed to go. I did get it where I wanted it, and it wasn't too hard to replace those stickers that didn't come off right away. So I'm just going to go ahead and separate out those two pages now that I have the stickers down, and I will do the trim out as well as cutting out the holes. Also had a few snippets that were left over, and I thought I might use this just to kind of make that bottom edge here look a little bit fuller. And again, I'll trim out the holes like I said. I just use a little ceramic precision cutter for this. It's a really good tool. Every time I use it, I kind of mention it. I guess you guys know about it by now. Stop mentioning it, but just in case there's any newbies, it's a really great tool for planning and cutting stickers on your spreads. It'll be down below my favorite things in the description if you are interested. And then I'll go ahead and drop in my checklist using this highlighter. And once I'm done with that, you guys, we will be done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment too if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Bye.